In today's episode, Magdalena asks, what should marketers' main focus be? Numbers or creativity and innovation? Why? I don't think that these are focus points. And the reason for that is numbers and quantitative, data excellence and things, and creativity, innovation, out-of-the-box thinking. Two things. One, you can't be either or. Most people are a combination of both. And these are attributes. These are characteristics of the person. So some people have an aptitude towards the quantitative. They love data, they love charts, they love all the slicing and dicing. They're very analytical thinkers. Other people, very creative thinkers. They're out-of-the-box thinkers. Today, with artificial intelligence and the ability for machines to do very narrow tasks extremely well, you really need to be both. Although it has since been proven neurologically untrue, the idea of left brain and right brain still is a false dichotomy. You need to be both-brained, right? You need to be able to do both things. The greater challenge, I think, and if marketers have to put a focus somewhere, it's not on trying to change themselves to be something that they're not. Yes, absolutely, you should always have a lifetime of learning and development and experimenting in creative tools and experimenting in quantitative tools. But if there's a focus that you have to choose from, because both can be very overwhelming, it is whether you are business focused or customer focused. And again, just like left brain, right brain, you can't just do one. But because of the scope and the scale of being very business focused on what we would call marketing operations, or being customer focused on what is customer experience and buyer's journey, customer journey, unless you work at a very small company, you can't really specialize in either one. Especially if you work at a small company, you can't specialize in either one. You have to do both. And then as you work at bigger companies, you start to have a path where you are more on the operations side, or you are more on the experience side. That's, to me, is where you have to make a choice as a marketer as to what you want to be known for, what you want to be good at, and what tools and systems and technologies you will specialize in, because they are very different. Marketing operations tends more towards things like automation, CRM, making sure that marketing happens. And there is still absolutely stuff like focus groups and surveys and stuff to get a sense of what customers are thinking, but you really are working towards furthering the goals of the business, and you're working towards making marketing operating as efficiently and as effectively as possible. On the experience side, you are all in on the voice of the customer. You are all in on the customer journey and the paths, the touch points, analysis, attribution analysis, and understanding customer behavior, psychology, understanding neurology, understanding how the human being makes decisions, and then optimizing your marketing to those decision pathways. There's a lot of data mining and a lot of exploration. What are people saying about our product? What are people saying about our competitors? To understand that experience that they're having, trying to do path analysis. And so that's where marketers have to make a strong choice in focus in their careers. Now, you heard a lot of the same tools in both sides: data analysis, attribution analysis, path analysis, things like that. So it's not left brain, right brain, creative versus quantitative. You need both attributes to be successful, or you need to have a team that compensates for where you are not as strong. But what is that main focus going to be? Are you working on making a marketing function more efficiently and effectively, or are you working more on serving the customer's needs so that the customer is endlessly delighted by everything that you do? And by the way, that's not just product marketing. A lot of people think customer experience is product marketing. How can we make the product work better the way the customer wants it to? It's much more about the experience, the customer's actual experience, from the first time they become aware of your brand all the way through owning and being a loyal advocate for your brand. That is a discipline, a career path. It is a massive change in focus for the average marketer. And so that's where your marketing focus has to be. If you are managing a team of marketers, You need to split your operations about 50-50. Who's going to be on the operations side making marketing run? Who's going to be on the experience side making the customer happy? If you default towards one of those disciplines, the other suffers. The other can be neglected, and you will pay a price for it. If you are less focused on operations, marketing will not run as well. Stuff will fall through the cracks. Things will not run as well. If you ignore the customer experience, you're going to be an obnoxious, annoying marketer. You're going to be the one. You're going to be the person who's, like, well, we have this cadence. We need to hit the email button every 3 days. We need to be tweeting 22 times a day, and it will all be stuff that nobody wants because you are focused solely on the operations and being very company centric, that you won't be customer centric things. And so that's where the risks are. Great question. Again, because people think that they have to make a choice about being something that they're not, it can be a very misleading question. So instead of choosing quantitative or quantitative, choose operations focus with some informed experience on the customer experience side, or choose customer side with some focus on the operations side. And you have to do both. Again, these are all false choices. You must be everything in a lot of ways, but choose one of those two disciplines to add focus to become better at. So, tough question, great question. As always, please subscribe to the newsletter and the YouTube channel. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. If you want help with your company's data and analytics, visit braintrustinsights.com today and let us know how we can help you.